guys, and welcome to another cheat day video. So I have been reading all your comments about suggestions what I should do for a cheat day, and I appreciate all your ideas so much. And one idea that I actually have myself and I didn't get to do it yet was childhood favorites. So this is what we're going to do today. We're eating childhood favorites my childhood favorites that I used to love eating as a kid. I'll try to tell you a little story to each food and let you know a little bit about my childhood. So what we have for breakfast are croissants. So my brother and I used to get up early on the weekends to get fresh bread from the bakery. So we would usually pick up croissant bread for us, and I usually also got some pretzel bread. Then we would eat that with butter, jam, cream cheese, and some Gouda cheese. And also we have some bircher muesli, which is basically overnight oats with a grated apple in it. I put some raspberries in it and some yogurt. And then we have some yogurt as well. So I would say I didn't have croissants in so long. So I want to start with a croissant. They got crushed a little bit. I think it's hard to, well, it's not possible. So I'm gonna do what my mom used to do, also butter. She would bite into the croissant like that. So good. And then she would put butter on it. And some raspberry jam. Usually we would eat raspberry jam made by my grandma, but my grandparents passed away, so we have to buy it. But nothing like hers. My grandma's marmalade was the best. So this is what she would do. And then that is so delightful. Wow. And we used to spread butter thick on it. Wow, that is so good. No wonder it was my childhood favorite. And it's funny because my mom used to make us eat a slice of bread with something healthier like cheese before we could have another with jam. So this is what I'm gonna do right now with the pretzel bread. I'm gonna spread butter, and then we usually put some cream cheese on it too. Cream cheese. And then we would have some Gouda cheese, which is cheese from the Netherlands. I don't know if you can see that, but this is what it looks like. It doesn't come in slices. My dad used to buy it fresh, or buys it fresh. And we used to cut up big chunks because we weren't able to cut like thin as a kid. And then we would have that. This used to be my favorite cheese along with Gruyere cheese. Cheese bread like that. So wholesome. And I would always take off the salt. So good. Nice and thick. Also, what we would do, if this croissant was actually cuttable, because what I think it goes really well together is like sweet and savory. So we would make a croissant sandwich with butter, of course. We were huge butter people. We are. My parents are. And then some cream cheese, and then also some cheese on it, because the croissant is slightly sweet. It makes it really good. And then I had a cheese croissant. Memories coming back. And even as a child, I would always eat a lot. Coming to the first yogurt. So when we were at my grandparents in Switzerland, we used to have yogurt every single morning, and it would be almond yogurt, and it would be either chocolate or hazelnut, and I found the hazelnut one, so I didn't have that in forever. And we only had that at my grandparents' house because we wouldn't have that at home because my dad thought it was too sweet and sugary. Oh, it's good though. Has hazelnut chunks in it. My brother always had the chocolate one, and my mom liked coffee or berry. Very delicious. Also a classic, I think I had that before on the channel too, but it used to be one of my absolute favorites. It's pretzel bread, cream cheese, or like butter, cream cheese, and raspberry jam. It's so good. Really, trust me, you have to try that if you haven't. And yes, we always spread the butter like really thick and never like really spread it out. Is that just us, or did anyone do that too? Comment below if you're a spreader or just slicing the butter on. My brother and me would always fight over the marmalade because he used so much. I was like, stop using so much. Because it wasn't viable, because my grandparents made it, and they made it with their own raspberries. And of course, before I eat the last croissant, the Becha muesli my mom used to make. Like I said, overnight oats, grated apple, yogurt, and muesli. Oh, it's so good. I basically put the muesli in milk overnight, and then I put some honey in it, some raspberries, and this morning I grated an apple into it and yogurt. And always when we were on vacation in Switzerland, hotel breakfast buffets would always have that. And I would always eat that. You can also put any fruit in it you want, but I think it's best with berries. In Germany and Switzerland, we don't really have cereal, we'd rather have muesli. I feel like we're a big muesli culture, so we have different grains, raisins, maybe some nuts, maybe some dried cranberries. My mom used to make that on the weekend too. Because we would have breakfast together as a family, which I thought was really cool. It's so good. I'm gonna continue that later. I'm gonna move on to the last croissant. I'm going to do the same I did with the last croissant. I'm gonna put butter, cream cheese, and raspberry jam on it. Used to love that. Cutting that cheese is a task. Trust me, people, you won't regret it. So good. before I finish my muesli, I'm gonna have another yogurt. So this yogurt is what we had at home. But funny part is my mom always had to buy the stracciatella one, and my brother and me always fought over it when there was no stracciatella left. And sometimes I would sneak up and like secretly eat a stracciatella yogurt. He'd do the same. I messed up. And it had to be this brand as well. So see if it still tastes good. Oh, and we would always fight over like when we both had a yogurt. I'd say yours has more chocolate pieces in it. Please. It's good. Very creamy. Very, very good. Still liking it. And last, finishing this. I feel very good right now. That was really good. I'm so happy I did that. So yeah, that would be breakfast. After breakfast, my brother and I used to play with Lego, or we would try to make our cats some costumes or stuff like that, or houses. And that's not what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna take out Reese's for a walk. Stay excited.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
All right, guys, I ran some errands. I took a little nap. I took Reese's out, and now it's time for lunch. And I'm gonna take you with me while I prepare lunch and explain a little about it to you and how it was in my childhood. So let's go. All right, so we are in the kitchen, and what we're gonna make are fish fingers. We had them a lot of times when I was younger. Boiled potatoes and some peas. So my mom used to make lunch, warm hot lunch almost every single day. And this was one of the, I think, most requested meals by me and my brother. And I absolutely loved fish fingers. So what my mom would do is she would just peel the potatoes and then boil them, and that's it. Like, not roasted, just plain as boiled potatoes, and that's what I'm gonna do too. So we're cutting potatoes in fairly big pieces, something like that. And for the fish fingers, my mom would put a little bit of oil in a pan and just roast them in a pan. And for the peas, we would always obviously use frozen peas, and we would just pour a few of them in a pot and then pour a little bit of water in it, and also a little bit of broth to give them more taste. And that is pretty much it. I think the lighting is very bad here, but yeah, we would take the fish fingers frozen and then just put them in the oil and roast them. I don't know how many. I'm gonna ask my brother. David, willst du Fischstäbchen? Okay, we'll get some. And while this is cooking, this is not the best lighting, by the way. I'm sorry about that. It's better like that. But while this is cooking, I'm gonna charge you guys, and then I will be back with the plate with goodies. All right, guys, we are back with lunch. Very wholesome, boiled potatoes, peas, and fish fingers. and I'm so excited for this. We also had always ketchup with it. So fun story, my mom tried to buy organic ketchup because at the time she thought it would be healthier, but I couldn't stand organic ketchup, so I convinced her that we only buy Heinz ketchup, and I'm not sponsored. I wish I was though, because Heinz ketchup is the best. And if you guys watch me for some time now, you know I love me some wholesome ketchup. Anyways, let's see how... I usually don't like boiled potatoes, but let's just see how they are with ketchup. Wholesome. I haven't had boiled potatoes in forever. They're not that bad, actually. Fish fingers are fire. Oh, and I loved peas with ketchup. So good. I think peas were my favorite vegetable as a kid. By the way guys, the t-shirts are only gonna be live for another 6 days, so if you wanna get your shirt, make sure to check them out down in the description box and stay tuned for a new design coming out soon. Very delightful. I gotta get some water real quick. My brother and I would always fight over the fish fingers. There weren't enough. We weren't supposed to have that many anyway, because they're fried and battered. I was always a hungry kid. But I gotta say, I was very active too. I think I played every sport on this planet. I played soccer when I lived in Canada. I did martial arts. I played hockey. I did horseback riding. I played table tennis, badminton. There's more. I did breakdancing, a little bit ballet. I did athletics. I don't know if you call it like that like in English, but you know, throwing, running, all this good stuff. Yeah, I pretty much did everything. So that's why I was always hungry back then too. I did martial arts for, I want to say 15 years, and I have a black belt in Taekwondo. It was fun, but fucked my back up. Oh, and I did boxing too. Is that it? Oh, I did Krav Maga as well. I think that is it, but yeah, I was playing a lot of sports. Sun will be shining tomorrow. It was very good. Very good. And we'll come to dessert in a little bit. I just gotta take Reese's out for a walk.
20 minutes later.
We are back from the walk and back to childhood memories. So we had plenty of, we didn't have a lot of sweets at our house when I was growing up, but we had the one or other treat. And one of those treats were Hanuta. So, especially when we went on long drives to go on vacations, my dad would buy these for us. That was an exception. He would not buy us sweets because he was cautious like about health and stuff like that. But we would have the odd 1 or 2 hanutas, and it's basically a wafer with Nutella in the middle. And sometimes it's a bit dry, but I didn't have a hanuta in so long, so oh, it's nice and thick. They increased the filling like crazy. Wow. So back in the day when I would eat this regularly, the filling was half of what it is now. But that is proper. Need to start eating more hanutas again. I didn't know they made that change. That's crazy. That's so good. That's amazing. And of course, especially around Christmas time or Easter, we would have these Lindt chocolate sculptures. I don't know, how do you call those? Anyways, I remember this one time where my mom and my brother and I were sitting in the kitchen. We had some piece of chocolates, and I was asking if you just should eat the whole, and then all 3 of us ate the whole thing. So that is what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to eat this whole thing, and I'm not going to make the same joke again. It just tastes so good. And it tastes better in shapes like that than just normal bar. Oh my gosh, so good. Coming to the end. That was super good. I'm going to drink something now and clean up. I see you in a little bit.
Morning. Many unbearable hours later.
Alright guys, it has been quite some time and we are coming to dinner. So what I have right here is a quiche Lorraine. It's a French onion cake. And it is not homemade, but my dad, he's so cute. He always goes to this super good deli shop. And he's gone there his whole life ever since we lived here. They make like specialties, they make homemade sauces, meats, like sausages, and also this onion pie. And sometimes when my mom didn't have the time to cook, he would bring that and we would all have this and a little bit of salad. I'm skipping on the salad today, but yeah, I used to love this. It is so good. It has like bacon in it and onions, and it's just so nice and wholesome. I need to get a napkin. And my brother had to move out because he studies in another city, and he always comes on the weekend. And my dad still buys this for my brother, so he doesn't have to cook, and he's still like, he gets properly fed. hot. I forgot how stuffing this is. This is so stuffing. I am done. I ate a quarter of it. I'm done. Dessert.
12 seconds later.
Alright guys, we are coming to the end of this video. The quiche Lorraine was pretty filling, so we're ending this video with a Magnum almond ice cream. So when I was a little kid, like we're talking about 2 years old, my mom had my brother, so my dad and me, we went to the hospital and visited my mom. And in the hospital they had this huge vending machine with Magnum ice cream, and my dad always got me one until the doctor said, your daughter is putting too much weight on. But yeah, oh, that's tiny. My dad couldn't resist getting me ice cream because the ice cream, he says, ice cream was as big as me, so cheers to Dad. It's good. It was always this way. It was always this one. Almond and milk chocolate. And that wraps up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below if you want a teenage favorite edition. Then I'll do what I ate as a teenager, my favorites. Oh my god, so many things. But anyways, thank you so much for watching guys, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.